since the 23rd of September 2023, we've been seeking justice for Mohbad, right? Now, things have started to take an interesting turn. And one of such is one of the core, should I say suspects now, or they are, I don't know the right word or how to describe Aziz Fashola Naira Marley. You know Naira Marley now. It was one of the first set of persons that we pointed fingers at least on the internet, as people who should come and talk about what happened to the late Mohbad, because his cause of death and his sudden death especially was what, and the circumstances surrounding it was one that a lot of persons found fishy. Right. Now, Naira Marley in August of 2025 decided that enough is enough. It's been 2 years no concert. It's been 2 years no collaboration. It's been 2 years of being cancelled by Nigeria. And honestly, personally, me, I'm surprised that Nigerians were able to stick to cancelling somebody for this long. This is not the first time that somebody would have offended the Nigerian populace and we will say, oh yeah, cancelled. But it is easy for them to redeem themselves. They found it easy. And I feel like Naira Marley didn't say anything all this while because he thought it was going to be very easy for him to also redeem himself. Shortly after that happened, you know, Slicky, one of the artists under his record label, Malian Record, where Mohbad was formerly signed to, that was way before he passed. He was signed to that record label, right? Liski. Liski. He released a song that did not sell, honestly. Then the owner of the record label, Naira Marley, decided that, okay, maybe if people are not listening to you because they have whatever beef with you, they will listen to me. I mean, Malians now, I'm their daddy. He released it to Malians said that they were no longer Malians. They wanted to be very well-behaved society members of the society. They are not unruly or uncultured. They did, and especially because some of the lyrics that Naira Marley used in his song, lots of persons felt like it was even demeaning or making mockery of the magnitude of stuff that happened in Nigeria and in the world at large in September of 2023 when Mohbad passed. Because some of the lyrics I'm talking about, maybe if you, I'm paraphrasing, but sort of insinuated that if you come across them or if you cross them or if they vex for you, they're going to take you out, such kind of thing. And Nigerians were even vexed the more, and they were like, you are double cancelled. So they've not had concerts, they've not had anything. Even people that featured them in top songs that were in the wave when Mohbad passed, they yanked the parts of the Malians, yanked it off their songs and released the cleaner version for the world to still be listening to. That was how much cancelled they were. Now, Naira Marley has started telling his own part of the story. VeryDarkMan had come into the picture. Who came into the picture then? And see, if you ask me, this is me talking. This is me as a person talking. I feel like he swayed the cause of the justice for Mohbad when he said, oh, DNA situation, right? And seeing that he held so much sway on the matter then, it was brought back again so that the kind of sway he holds, right, is going to come and use it again to the side of the Malians. And then he was interviewing them and trying to get Nigerians to be like, to be sympathetic to their cause. Right? And Nigerians are saying, very dark one, if you are not careful, we will cancel you too. And then the story shifted. It brought in Iyabo again, who was very instrumental also when justice for Mohbad was still very hot. It's still ongoing, but the tension is not as high as it was in the months following his passing. His body is still yet to be laid to the ground. They exhumed his corpse. Is it still in the mortuary? Has it been laid to rest? We actually don't know. It's going to be 2 years in a couple of weeks since Mohbad passed, and his body is still somewhere. We don't know where, at least not publicly, we're not publicly aware of where he is, right? Now, Naira Marley is now saying, this is what happened, boom, boom, boom. Let me use how he did it, boom, 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 boom. This happened, boom. He's saying that this is what happened. I was good to him. He was under the influence of so many hard, substances. I was advising him to stop. And he also tried to make it seem like, oh, Wunmi should also be held and our family, because he said that some of the money he was paying Mohbad, this was going to the account of his mother-in-law. And he was even saying that, oh, if Wunmi is troubling you, leave the house. And all of those things, he said his own part of the story. And it's not like, oh, Iyabo Ojo is the one in the wrong. Right? And Iyabo Ojo is still basking in becoming a grandma. She's almost a grandma. She's in Canada doing nothing, although she had addressed it earlier, saying, oh, the interrogation or a session in the police station with Naira Marley that became public because VeryDarkMan had access to that room, which was uncalled for, according to her. Then she sued and all of those things. And then VeryDarkMan is now changing his voice. Now, where I am getting to, allow me to do all of this I'm setting, because I am getting somewhere. Where I'm getting to now is this. Is Naira Marley no longer cancelled? How are we going to navigate justice for Mohbad in the wake of Naira Marley now telling his own side of the story? Because a lot of social commentators, and also, what is VeryDarkMan's role in this thing? Because VeryDarkMan, I remember very well, and you can search these things, right? VeryDarkMan then was part of the persons that initially, before I started this DNA situation, initially said we should hold Naira Marley also. Said that they bullied this man. And all of these people that actively pointed fingers at Naira Marley are now saying, we never said he was responsible for the passing of this man. All we are saying is he made life miserable for him, such that the decisions he now made in the wake of, just before he passed on, were influenced by how horribly you've treated him. VeryDarkMan is now saying he did not know that Mohbad wrote a petition against Naira Marley, saying that Nigerian police should come to his aid because Fashola Aziz Adesina was treating him badly and his life was at risk. I remember seeing that petition the night it was announced that Mohbad had passed. Even before I saw, honestly, I don't think I personally saw, okay, I think I did see it at some point, but much later, the video of his body in his corpse, they said he had twisted his head and all of those things. I didn't see it in the instance it was making its round on the internet, right? But I saw the petition make its round on the I didn't say I had a copy or that it was sent to me. I saw it online, the petition that he had written. And I think on 2 different occasions, nothing was done by the Nigerian police. Now, Martin Osei, VeryDarkMan is saying that he had no idea that a petition was written by Mohbad against Naira Marley. But it did exist. Which is what I'm saying. What is VeryDarkMan's part in this story? Some persons are alleging that they've paid this man to redeem their situation. Is this what is happening? Rattels, come and explain on behalf of your boss or of your oga, of your leader. He said we go and learn. We are now trying to learn. Let him explain what's going on. Because he has also come now to change his mouth, saying that, oh, he just wanted Iyabo Ojo to be apologetic for what she's done. And Iyabo Ojo, as much as her voice is now mellow, she's still maintaining the things she maintained earlier when the case was hot, saying Naira Marley's impact should not be unaccounted for. But then Nigerians are saying Naira Marley did not deserve to be jailed for days over this situation. Saying that those that were with him, because the account is now different. According to some persons, Mohbad, Ilerioluwa Aloba, died in his home. And the father even said when he got there was blood. He saw blood in the cloths on some garments in the house and all of those things. Others are saying it was on the way to the hospital. Remember the video that was trending of him in a vehicle and people carrying him, some of his friends lifting his head saying, oh, Mohbad is gone, Mohbad is gone, Mohbad is gone. Right? Some persons are saying he was in that vehicle, he passed. The hospital where he was first taken to said he was BID, brought in dead. So he was no longer alive by the time they brought him to the clinic. So what happened in that instance? And that's what VeryDarkMan is also saying. So you see that this story, everything is just into each other. I don't know if there is going to come a time where we'll be able to pick this piece by piece and put this puzzle, and then we're going to have a big picture of what has happened. And I don't think we are going to get that. And at this point, I don't think we are going to even get any closure, or if anybody deserves any closure, because we have put this matter, I've turned it into a yam pepper scatter. You know what yam pepper scatter is? I feel like that is what we have done. Somebody is saying this, another person is saying this, someone else is saying that. The story is not jiving. But I am still asking the question, are we still cancelling Naira Marley? Because Oriyomi Hamzat has come out to say, oh, his radio station, because earlier when it happened, he put a 2-year ban on any Malian record in his station, saying they shouldn't play it, they shouldn't promote it on his own airwave. And now he has come out to say, oh, that ban, I am lifting it. Yes, it's been almost 2 years. And in the wake of Naira Marley coming to explain, and people telling their own side of the story, and it looking like there is more to it that meets the eye, he has lifted the ban. So it seems like there's some sort of reintegration of Malians into the public, or Malian record label and their associates. So is that what is happening now? And Iyabo Ojo also, that they said that the Nigerian police declared wanted. Nigerian police have said she's not wanted. So everybody's confusing everybody. Help. If you actually know what is actually going on, please come and help in this case, because personally, I've tried to make sense of it so that I'll bring you guys the, very concise story. But I just have to bring it to you guys as it's happening, because of course, this is something that is currently happening in the country and you need to know about it. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention, and I want us to talk about it in the comment section. Share your, because I'm sure everybody has different opinions concerning this. So please share your opinion in the comment section. Do you think the Malians should be excused, or should they still be investigated, but now in a more empathetic manner? Right? Like, how should the Nigerian police focus? I mean, are they still even putting resources into the investigation of what happened to Mohbad? Because the father is also coming to tell a different story. You see what I mean? So how do you think we should, move on as a society? Because this is a societal situation. As a society, how do you think we should move on and address this Mohbad situation? Because Wunmi is here on TikTok, singing and dancing and living her best life. We still have the DNA situation hanging. We have the autopsy hanging. We have the nurse that, the first round of investigation found guilty. We have a case hanging. We have Adura, Mohbad's brother, accusing Yomi Fabiyi. We have Yomi Fabiyi in the mix. It's just a web that to untangle. I don't know if it's something we can, but I'd like us to try in the comment section to untangle it. Let me know what you think about this whole Mohbad and Naira Marley now deciding to talk now. Is it that they are hungry, or is it that they are just tired of hoping that the narrative will change in their favor at some point, and then seeing like it looks like it's not going to change? I'd like to hear what you think about it in the comment section. I've said comment section like multiple times, so you know that I'm waiting for you. Boom, boom, boom. Go there. Thank you for watching. Now I'll subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. Like this video if you did enjoy, and share with family and friends. I feel like it's something we should actually talk about, because the story is just different. Nigerian police is involved, and it seems like they are easily swayed by they say on the internet. More like, are you people not conducting any investigation? Are you people not interviewing people? Because we have people who initially spoke in favor of Mohbad against Naira Marley. Case in point, that they are DJ coming out to say that's not what happened. They put words in my mouth. They promised me money. They did this one and did that one, which is why I said what I said. So it's left for you guys to say what you want to say in the comment section. I'll be waiting for you there. Thank you for watching.